What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Nike Dunk Low in this Georgetown colorway. I know throughout the past few months you guys have been on me talking about how my piles of shoes are gonna just overtake my room, and today is that day. The truth of the matter is though, is that there's actually some renovations being done to my place, so I had to move all the shoes throughout my home into my recording room. So yes, I am completely surrounded. So give me 1 second, I'm gonna clear out some space so you can at least see the shoes, if not my face. Today's video is brought to you by SoleSavvy. So SoleSavvy is a membership-based community of like-minded individuals that truly have a passion for sneakers. So I've been a member of SoleSavvy pretty much since they started back in summer of 2018. And not only is it a community of really great people, they give you the tools, the knowledge, and the information you need to cop shoes. So for example, they have sneaker monitors, they have add to cart links, they also offer things like training for those that need to brush up on their copying skills, and most recently they introduced SoleSavvy Assist, which is a Chrome extension, which basically autofills your payment and your address information, so it takes you all the way to the final step where all you gotta do is click buy now. So for someone like myself that has such a busy schedule, I find SoleSavvy extremely valuable as it gives me all the information I need, all the tools I need in one central place. So if you guys are interested in learning more about SoleSavvy, be sure to check out the link down below. So back to the shoes, this is the Nike Dunk Low in this Georgetown colorway. These dropped today on October 15th for a price of $100 US or $135 here in Canada. And the official colorway for this shoe is Wolf Gray, Dark Obsidian, and Total Orange. So this Georgetown colorway is pretty significant because although this low top wasn't an OG release, the high top was an actual OG release from 1985. And it goes without saying that the combination of this dark blue, gray, and white is just a very wearable combination. So diving straight into the details, on the toe box, this is covered in this gray colored leather, and we have this perforated finish to it just like all your other dunks. Surrounding the outer edge of the toe box, we have this dark obsidian or dark blue colored leather, which feels a little bit softer to the touch than compared to the gray leather, but this might be due to the fact that this is just a thinner cut of leather all around. Covering the eyelets, we have more of that obsidian colored leather, and then underneath this on the mid panel of both sides of the shoe, we have more of that gray leather, and then we have an obsidian colored swoosh stitched on top. Moving downwards, covering the side wings of the shoe, we have more of that dark obsidian leather which wraps around the bottom of the back heel. And then above this, we have more of that gray leather, and then we have Nike branding embroidered in the top in this gray colored finish. For the laces, these only come with one pair of laces, and they're just a normal flat style lace in this navy blue or obsidian colored finish. Underneath this, we have your nylon tongue, which is done in gray, and at the top we have this nylon tag, which is done in a combination of obsidian and wolf gray. For the insoles, these come with your normal standard foam insole. It's lined in this gray finish on the top, and just like all the other GR Nike Dunk Lows I've been releasing lately, this comes with Nike branding on the heel done in this total orange finish. So the upper of the dunk sits atop this solid rubber cup sole done in this white colored finish, which breaks up the colors of the upper of the shoe perfectly. Underneath this, the outsole is constructed out of this dark blue colored finish, and we have this circular traction pattern on the forefoot along with Nike branding in the center. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Dunk Lows. And for those wondering how these fit, to me these fit like most of my other recent GR Nike Dunk Lows, so I'd recommend sticking true to size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. I know for some people though, for these GR Dunk Lows, they prefer to go a half size down for a more snug fit. So if that's something that you normally do, I'd do the same with this colorway, but otherwise true to size should be a safe bet. Moving on to comfort, so unfortunately the Dunk Low I feel isn't the most comfortable shoe out there. There's pretty much zero tech within the sneaker, and the majority of the comfort you're feeling is coming from that foam lined insole. Still, for just an everyday casual use shoe, these are going to be okay. It's not anything exceptionally comfortable, but they're going to be fine. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship on this pair, so again, just like all the other recent GR Dunks out there, this pair continues with Nike's track record of poor quality and poor craftsmanship. So the leathers they use on the shoe, especially the gray leather, it feels very stiff and very plastic-like and has a very strong synthetic feel to it. And even worse than the quality of the materials was the craftsmanship on my specific pair. So mine had a very sloppy stitch job, the shape and the size of the panels were all inconsistent, and it just looked and felt like it was a very rushed job from the factory. So honestly, at this point, I'm not really surprised. These GR Dunks, I just expect them to be poor quality, which is kind of unfortunate, but Nike knows everyone's gonna eat them up, so I don't really feel like they have that pressure to give us something of higher quality. So So with all that being said, now let's lace up these Georgetown Dunk lows and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. All in all, just like all the other GR Dunks, if you're able to grab these for retail, I'd still say it's a solid cop, but I would definitely not be paying resale for this pair. The quality and the craftsmanship is just poor, and in my opinion, the whole resale aspect aside, these definitely aren't even worth the 100 USD or 135 Canadian. However, on a positive note, the colorway is very nice, and it's a very wearable colorway, very versatile as well, and I think these will look really good in the fall and winter seasons. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Nike Dunk Low and this Georgetown colorway. What are your overall thoughts on the colorway, and did you guys manage to grab these today, or did you strike out? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. You can also check out my podcast called The Channel 8 Podcast. So the video version I upload right here onto my YouTube channel if you want to watch it, but if you want to just stream the audio only version, you can check it out on most of your major podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Podbean. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.